going to be a great tribulation, a great breaking down of this world, and brothers are going to be tried in the midst of all of that. And what's gonna have us overstand them times is by remembering these precepts. That's why it says wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of that time, and the strength. Salaki, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. Okay, that's gonna be the strength of our salvation. That's what I wanted to say. It's the scriptures, man. It's like I'm gonna keep saying, this world is not gonna go on for another 2 centuries, man. Okay, the American British Empire, or we could just call it the revival of ancient Rome, it's not going to continue on. There's going to come a time where this shithole of a society that we're under right now is going to go to the dust. All right, and it's going to finish off during the days of the tribulation. Go on, bro.
And except those days should be shortened, there shall be no flesh be saved.
Right, and there shall be no flesh be saved. So in other words, if the Most High gave Esau more time to rule, we'll all be finished, man. All of the animals, all of the birds that you see, they'll all be finished. Okay, the bees are dying off. All right, Esau's fucking with the ecosystem. So this is why we need Yahweh Shai, man. We need our Lord and Savior like never before, man, because we're in a fucked up situation. I'm talking about the earth entirely. Alright, the food is all fucked up. The air that we're breathing is all messed up because of the chemicals in the air, the chemtrails they put in the air, bringing forth aerosol and barium oxide.
Yeah.
And then you got these fucking cars running on gas when they could use water. Alright, you got people smoking cigarettes, destroying their insides. So we're breathing all of this polluted air. So this world, this just gotta go, man. This place gotta fucking go. Go on, bro.
And it says, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
Right, it says, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be short. And this is why time is moving so quick, because the Lord is hearkening to our cries. Okay? Even when you're dealing with these people out here, all of these people out here, they're sick, man. They either got demons messing with them or possessing them.
Yep.
And they just being wicked. Alright, and the reason why they being wicked, because the powers that be got them hypnotized to a dark vibration, man. And you got these men out here, they just fucking beta males, man. Okay? They'll do anything to just get some pussy. When it should be the other way around. When it should be the woman doing everything it takes so that she can get some rod, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what Esau has done, he's really flipped the script entirely, man. So that he can confuse people and bug people out, so that he can run over people. Because Esau can't deal with the truth. Esau don't know how to rule people by dealing with the truth and dealing with how things are. He's got to flip the script for his betterment. Alright, and this is why we call him the devil, man. Go on, bro. But going back to the point, I don't mean to deviate from the point. The point of the matter is the tribulation. Go on, bro.
That was good, that one.
Alright. Yeah, get me, oh man, let me see what else you can get. Get me, Daniel chapter 12, since you read that. Give me the book of Daniel 12. You know, and it's just all madness out here. It's all ridiculousness. Clowns, man. That's all you got out here, clowns.
This is Daniel 12 and 1, and it says, and at the time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time.
Right. So it's going to be a time of great dread, great trouble, and it's going to come in these days and times. I don't care how great Esau got it, how much technology he has increased. Hey, the Lord is going to shut this man down somehow, some way. Okay, we're going to see the downfall of the wicked. We're going to see it down here on earth, and we're going to see it while we go up in them chariots. And while we're on them chariots, we're going to see the downfall of Esau. Okay, and that's going to be the greatest day of our lives, man. It's to see the downfall of the wicked, man. Okay? And to see the uprising of the righteous. Now that's going to be something to wait for. Right? Because we have no, what is it? We have no dwelling place, right? As the scripture says. You know, brothers gonna get up early in the freaking morning and work, bust their ass and still work, man. Okay? And they have to deal with this white supremacy bullshit to be on top of that. So I mean, you know, if you're a brother in your right mind, first and foremost, you should be in this truth, and you should be cursing these devils out, man. Alright? You should be bringing out this word and cursing these motherfuckers out, man. Okay? Go on, bro. Sick and tired of this.
See Psalms 91 and 8, and it says, only with thine eyes.
Sometimes you get mad. Go on, bro.
And it says, only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.
Yeah, what is that?
Psalms 91 and 8.
Come on.
That's gonna be up in the chariots. When we go up in the chariots, we're gonna look down and see when Lot and his wife and his children, when they left out of Sodom and Gomorrah, the Lord gave them commandment not to look back, you know. And then the wife looked back and so on. But this time, the Lord is going to give us a first, what you call it, a front row seat, to see the destruction, man, of the coming destruction of America, the world go free. You know, we're going to see the earth shaking and trembling and people dying. Matter of fact, it says. I read a Bible about that, and it says, aside from the second verse, and it says, Psalms 91 and 2, it says, I will say of Yahweh, He is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in Him will I trust.
Exactly, man. Because the Lord ultimately, He's going to be the one to deliver us out of this threat, these days of dread that's coming. Okay? You see, this is the thing. People have been lied to, man. And what I'm going to say is this: people have been lied to think that when the Lord comes, or if the Lord, or maybe the Lord ain't going to come, and life is just going to be the way that it is right now. No, things don't stay the same in life, man. Things change, and it's going to be a change of worlds. And what I'm talking about is that the change is going to be this: is we're going to see the downfall of this man. We're going to see the downfall of the so-called Europeans. We're going to see the uprising of Israel. That's going to be the new thing on this earth. Okay, and it's already begun because we out here. As the scripture says, right? The kingdom is nowhere else but within us. So once you see the men that's preaching the word of the kingdom, that's the kingdom right there. And now it only has got to be manifested. We're saying it's going to be made manifest. Go on, bro. Yeah, continue on with that song. That's really the point right there.
It says,
that's really the chapter we can get into. Go on.
It says, surely He will deliver thee from the snare of the fowler,
right,
and from the noisome pestilence.
Right, and the noisome pestilence is those missiles. And that's another thing we're going to see. We're going to see those missiles go from one area to another area. That's why they call it the intercontinental ballistic missiles, which they go from one continent to another continent. Okay, and that's what they're going to do. And then they're not going to mess up within their ranks. Listen to the book of Joel, the second chapter. They're all going to flow together and hit America. Kaboom, 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 kaboom. And then the earth is going to shake. And even England is going to be blown up too by those missiles. So this decrepit, nasty, highly sexualized system is going to be destroyed, man. Alright? Yeah, I said it. This society is going to be fucking destroyed, man. And the Most High Yahweh Shemel Shah is going to damn this place. Alright? Oh, no, see, sometimes, man, I get to teach them over, then I get to curse them over too. Sometimes I gotta have it. I go.
It says,
you gotta switch it up sometimes.
He shall cover thee with his feathers,
right,
and under his wings thou shalt trust.
Right, exactly. So we're going to be covered. We're going to be taken care of. And the wings is talking about those chariots. We're going to be beamed up, and we're going to be taken out of here. And as we're in them chariots, we're going to look down to behold the downfall of the wicked. that's exactly what's going to happen. And then we're going to be the ones coming back down from those chariots. We're going to set up our supremacy, the supremacy of Israel. Okay. So whenever you see an Israelite, you're going to think of him as your superior. Yo, hold on, brother. Real quick, you know. So anytime you see an Israelite, and I'm talking about when the kingdom is set up, and I'm talking about when you see us, you're gonna see us as superior. And you're gonna look at yourself as inferior. Okay, as our people do this very day. When they see a so-called European, they automatically think that they're superior because of this white supremacy bullshit. But in our kingdom, you're gonna have Israelite supremacy. Go on, bro.
And it says, thou shalt not be afraid of the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day,
Right.
nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the distractions that wasteth at noonday.
Right, exactly, man. So we're not going to worry about the destruction that's going to come down here. We're not going to worry about if those missiles are going to come. We don't care about that, man. We want these missiles to come. That's a part of the reason why we do what we do, because we want to see the downfall of this place, man. Okay, and it's just the subject matter we're getting into right now. Anyway, brother, you can say what you gotta say.
I just wanted to ask, as you was describing, will there be any of the wicked still left?
Oh yeah, of course. Oh yeah.
So in Psalms 58 and 10 it says the righteous shall wash the blood of
The feet in the blood of the wicked.
Right,
the
right.
wicked.
That means
Is that when that happens?
No, what that means is we gonna get busy.
Okay.
Okay, we gonna get them swords out and we gonna be swinging them bad boys, man. That's what that means.
Cleaning up, yeah?
I'll tell you what it means. Give me Jeremiah 51, brother. Jeremiah 51. You know what I want. In other words, we gonna pretty much pass these nations and these devils too when we get that power. You know where it talks about how the Lord makes us as a threshing machine. The Lord is going to turn us into a thresher.
Jeremiah 51 and 20, and it says, thou, at 19, it says, the portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things.
Yep.
And Israel is the road of his inheritance. Yahweh of hosts is his name.
Yeah, keep going.
Thou art my battle axe and weapon of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations,
Right.
and with thee will I destroy the kingdom.
Right, so that's where Psalms 58 comes in. We're going to pretty much pursue the wicked. We're going to wash the blood of the wicked.
That's the precept.
That's the precept for that. You know what I mean? So this is something that we look forward to as well now.
Yeah.
Okay, we look forward to getting our hands dirty. As you just read. Right? And what I mean, and you're going to see what I mean by getting our hands dirty. You know what I mean? You're going, bro.
When this man's kingdom goes down, pretty much the Lord's going to use Israel to take vengeance on them. But not all of them are going to get put to death because we're going to need slaves in the kingdom.
At the same time, yeah.
So we're going to go around and gather them. Because remember, Esau is all over the world. You go eat Esau. Anybody that's going to be left on American soil is going to die. Jack is going to die. The other tribes are going to die. The other nations are going to die.
Even down here in England too, you're going to have a lot of Jakes and a lot of Edomites that are going to die here too.
Edomites,
Yeah.
you know. But the elites of Esau, they know of the prophecies, and they know. Basically, because they are in power, they've got money. They've set up ways. If shit goes down, they go hide in places. They go bunkers,
Underground bunkers as well, yeah.
They go bunkers. They go underwater cities. You see the movie Elysium?
And they got outer space retreats as well.
That's what was running through my mind, them space stations.
They've got the space stations, so they've got different places where if the nukes get fired, they got places to hide. You know, but the average so-called Edomite out here, man, is not really, you know, some of them have the money to sort of build something that they can go and hide in case there's an all-out war. But majority of people are gonna die, but the elites, Amos, let me get that.
Because it makes all the sense in the world because they have to serve their punishment of what they did. So if we would have just jacked them all up, which we could do that, we could eradicate them during that time. But we're not going to do that. We're going to use some of them so that they can procreate and that they can serve their judgment.
Appreciate that, if I may. Psalms 137 7 says, "Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem."
Right.
Get my heart put off. Who said, raise it,
Exactly.
even to the foundation thereof.
Yeah.
O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us.
Exactly.
Is
So
a-
who's saying that in Psalms, right?
Yeah, 147.
Yeah, so David is telling the Lord, don't forget the children of Edom. When he said race. In other words, they were actually voting or supporting the idea, or they were with the idea of the Babylonians tearing us apart. So they're going to have to pay for that too, and 70 AD and beyond. All right? So that's it on that, yeah?
9. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stone.
Right, and that's another thing we're going to do. That's a part of also washing the blood of the wicked. That's also part of it. We're going to get the little ones and dash them against the stones.
Yeah.
Now you got to have a hardcore cold spirit to do that, man. But we're going to have that spiritual power. We're going to have that cold spirit to do just that.
And can I just mention, in the butcher shop when they're slicing up the meat and all that,
They're going to
sometimes
be shush about it.
they might, but in the butcher shops they grit their teeth, they're looking away, half looking at it, but it says in that scripture, it says happy shall you be.
Happy shall you be. Yeah. Exactly, man.
This is Amos 9:2, and it says, though they dig into hell, thence shall my hand take them. And though they climb up to heaven, thence I'll bring them down.
Exactly. Yeah, you break it down, brother, because that was your precept.
Yes, basically digging into hell is digging into the earth. They're underground bunkers. Because you see, like I watched this thing on Netflix about doomsday bunkers. So you see the average Joe, they can afford the ones that are like 1 million, 2 million. But then you go the elite, who have deep bunkers and nuclear, like the ones that can pretty much withstand nuclear destruction.
Like Terminator.
Yeah, you know, like if you see that movie, one of these Avengers movies, man, most of the times they will go either they go underground somewhere. It takes a long time just to go deep underground. They go all type of one of bunkers that way, man. They go space stations. Till today, every now and again, they send people up there, man. Those people are out there living to see how long they can live there, because Esau, they enlist before they go up there themselves. They have to experiment with anybody else first, you know. And then when shit goes down, then they're gonna go up there themselves, man, to avoid the nuclear destruction.
Yeah.
So they go. He says, though they dig into hell, then with my hand take them. So they're underground bunkers. They'll go and hide underneath there with their clothes and you know, all those protection that nobody else can go in. You're gonna use the spiritual power and bring them right out. And he says, though they climb up to heaven, their space stations, then will I bring them down. And though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, then will I command my serpents, and it shall bite them. So Esau has got hiding places everywhere, man. Under the water, under the ground, in the mountains. And I believe there's a place that they've set up where pretty much they've taken every seed of the world and they've kept them there. And because Esau said, in case anything happens on the earth, pretty much you can go there, get those seeds and rebuild again. That just shows you the pride of Esau, man, because he thinks if he destroys the world, he's the one that's going to be left to rebuild it again.
Yeah.
Okay, and the Lord said, whatever they hide, he's going to go and bring them out, man. Okay.
That's why it says in the book of Job too, it talks about how all of his places of darkness should be destroyed. You know, it talks about that. So there's not going to be no hiding place. Once we get down back here on this earth, we're going to search their asses out. We're going to take them from the bunkers, right? And we're going to snap chains on their asses, and they're going to be servants under us, like how we were servants under them during the 15 to the 1600s. So that's all going to play out. So what you're going to see is you're going to see Roots play out and all of these different slave films play out, but it's just going to be them playing it out. Okay, what's the other film called? Trading Places as well. Go on, bro.
This is Psalms 149 and 5, and it says,
Yep.
alright, this is Psalms 147, and I'll start from 5, and it says, let the saints be joyful, let the saints be joyful in glory, let them sing aloud upon their beds.
Exactly.
Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishment upon the people.
And punishments upon the people. So when the Israelites that are saved, that are delivered, they're going to come back down here, and they're going to result to the violence, and it's going to be need soap. Okay, and that's how we're going to wash the blood of the wicked. And dance, it says that we should dance in the blood of the wicked too.
Right.
So how is that going to be done if this prophecy, Salakia, how would that be done if we just totally destroyed all of it? Okay, or let's just say, because you got guys that say, well, all of the Edomites were done away with. The Bible tells you that there's no end to the nations, man. Now there will be an end to one nation when the prophecy of Obadiah is played out. But right now, that's not the case. Go on.
And it says, to bind, verse 8, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron.
Exactly. So like I said before, we're gonna slap chains on them, and that's gonna be their day of captivity that they're gonna serve.
And it says,
You're going, bro.
their kings and their nobles, basically all the Edomites that you see in the high places, they are the prime ministers, the elites, the Rothschilds, all these guys in this position, these high guys that you can even come close to right now. You know?
And if that was true, what you just said about Edomites being done away with, the scriptures say about they're the people that the Lord has indignation for forever.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So where's the people of his indignation if they're done away with? Where would they be? So when you hear these guys talk this nonsense, it's bullshit, man. All right, but like the brother was saying, the kings and their noblemen, because those are the actual Edomites that are going to survive this nuclear holocaust more likely. They're going to be the ones, and it could be your politicians, it could be those that control the politicians that bring forth your prime ministers who you think you're voting in, by the way, but you're not. Okay, because the bankers, they control all of that. They're all going to be involved in pretty much getting involved in terms of being slaves under us, the Israelites. All right, and it's all going to bring them down, consuming the whole entire race as a whole. Because you got certain so-called Europeans, they like to talk about, well, only the so-called Jews mess up the planet, mess up everything. All right, but you benefited of all of that. You benefited of the downfall of our people, and you benefited also of these Jewish people who you claim that only did wrong. Okay, so what's going to be the outcome? The entire race is to go down to, man. All right, the entire white race is to so-called white race have to go into captivity. Go on, bro.
And if you watch that movie, the movie 2012, you know, it came out ages ago. Basically, what happened was the flood came and pretty much covered the whole earth.
Exactly.
And then they had to build something like an ark. You know, and in that movie, basically, what they showed in that movie, that only the people at the high top, a lot of them were the ones that pretty much went to that particular boat, because they are the ones that had the income, they're the ones that had the money, you know. And the average one had no access to that boat. Even the people that were building it were working on that particular boat. Even most of them died anyway.
Exactly.
You know. So even now, even on this time period, when only the elites really have means or ways to get out of trouble, to survive something as a war. Yeah, so to survive a war, to survive a nuclear holocaust, because they have the means, and the Lord has put that spirit on them to do those things, because the Lord wants to get them first.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Since they're the first in position, they gotta be the first to go down. it makes all the sense in the world.
About that precept, what you brought out.
Keep going, bro. Before you read that, though, I want to say this too, because I want to go back to what I was saying before, because you know, Esau like to come around and talk about how we all got to get together, and we got to let bygones be bygones, and we got to look at the main enemy at large, the so-called Jew. But the so-called Jew is the reason why you have the white supremacy in the first place. The so-called Jew is the reason why you up and out. You got a proud look on your face. Okay? So at the end of the day, as a whole, the body is a bunch of devils, man. It's called it straight. Alright? Anyway, read that.
Malachi 1:4. Wherefore Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places.
And they did that. They did that during the time of the Greeks, during the time of the and they came back as the Roman Empire. And when ancient Rome fell, they came back all over again. You understand? So at the end of the day, they're going down, man. They're gonna go down again. And once they go down, because it tells you the scriptures that the Lord will destroy them without because when you take the root of something or plant, that body ain't gonna come back no more. Go on, bro. You got it.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever.
Exactly, man. Exactly. So you got these guys out there, like I said before, talking about the Edomites were done away with. If the Edomites are done away with, then you would have to explain that scripture. Then who is the race of people with the Lord's indignation? Where would they be? Or floating in the sky somewhere? Come on, man. Go on.
It's Isaiah 24 and 21, and it says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall punish the host of the high ones.
Right, it says it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord will punish the host of the high ones.
That are on high.
Yeah.
And the kings of the earth upon the earth.
And the kings upon the kings of, read that verse again.
And the kings of the earth upon the earth.
Right, the kings of the earth that are upon the earth. So the noble families of the earth. For example, you have Prince Charleses of the world, and also you have the Oppenheimers and Kushners, and then you also have the Bushes too, because the Bushes are a powerful family as well.
Shalom.
Okay, you also have the Rockefellers and all of these different figureheads that are behind the curtains, pulling the strings. Okay, and what I mean by that, they're the ones that's controlling your politicians, manipulating you through the media to vote for this guy and vote for that guy. All right. So they're going to be the ones that's going to be punished. It's going to start with them, because they're the main causes of all of this mess in the first place. So it would be right for them to get hurt first, and then it all goes down to the nation. The entire nation is like right. You've always had the aristocracy of the Egyptians, and then you also had what you call the rich, and then you also had what else did you have? You also had the poor. Okay, the middle class, and you had the poor, so to speak. So you always had this going on. All right. I don't know what this is all about. Maybe they're trying to intimidate us, man. Intimidation tactics. It's not working. No. It ain't working. Shit ain't working, man. It's played out, man. Go on, bro.
And verse 22.
Shit ain't fucking working. Go on.
And it says, and they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in a pit.
Yep. And they shall be gathered together as prisoners as gathered in the pit. So they all going to be lining up, and they're going to do exactly what we tell them to do. Okay, there's going to be pits right looking before them. That's going to be their habitation. Like in slavery, Jake, has some dwelling place. He even built the slave master. But in our captivity, they're going to be in the outer courts. Like when you read the book of Revelations, it talks about measuring the temple, right? But without the temple, leave out. Okay, in other words, those other nations, they're going to be out of the courts. We're going to be in the courts, the temple. Matter of fact, give me Hebrews 12, by the way, 12 and 16. Continue that.
And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison, and after many days shall they be visited.
Right, because if you check this out, right, if you notice, we just read earlier how Esau, the devil, he's going to try and put us in prison, right? Well, he's going to put us in prison. But guess what? We're going to put them in prison too. You see how that works? But guess what? They're going to always be in prison for 1,000 years. And then they're going to come out of prison and we're going to round them up and boil them up on fire. That's it on that. All right, yes, read that.
Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as